What's with the tie?
Well, tonight is the Movember finale party, and you're supposed to dress to impress. Boom!
Job done.
I don't think I was invited. I don't think my mustache is full enough to celebrate anything.
This is it? This is as good as you can do?
That's as good as I can do in a month.
It's not as good as I could do.
You should put mascara on it. That's what I do. I put brown mascara on my mustache.
Game front!
Update!
Game front!
Update!
Game front update.
Yeah!
Fireworks.
That's where I expect the applause and the pyrotechnics and
One day, Mitch. One day. So, this is, it's November 29th.
Yep.
One of the last days of November, with exception of the next couple of days.
Next one day.
Yeah, next one day. There's only 30 days in November?
30 days of September, April, June, November. Yep.
Okay.
Do you know that song?
No. Who sings that?
It's probably by the Beatles.
Yeah, sounds like a Beatles.
They wrote all the classics.
Yeah.
So we've pretty much gotten to the end of the AAA gaming season. We got one big one coming up.
Far Cry 3.
Far Cry 3.
And we got it.
And we're doing a live stream of it tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 3 o'clock p.m. PST. That is 6 o'clock EST. I don't know what o'clock it is if you're in Europe or Malaysia or Japan. We do have people who watch us all the way in Japan.
But what about Malaysia?
Yeah.
I was not aware of that.
I don't think we have any Malaysian fans. I'm not sure, though. I don't know. I've never met somebody from Malaysia.
If you're watching this in Malaysia right now,
please
show him up.
Yeah, leave a
Tell
comment.
Well, I would be surprised.
In your native language.
Yeah. What is the native language of Malaysia? Asian? Is that a language? God, I'm about to show how uncultured I am. Let's move on. Let's move on.
So, well, you haven't played Far Cry 3 yet, so let's move on to
So let me give a good review on it.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a great game.
How does it compare to Far Cry 2?
It beats Far Cry 2 by 1.
By 1?
It beats it by 1, which it's a close match.
I was going to say, why don't we talk about a game which, I don't know if you've played it, Zach, but Hitman Absolution. What do you think of it, James?
I think it's the best game ever, and I know that there's people that think I say that about everything, but it's
They
never...
don't just think it, it's fact. We can do a supercut of all game front updates of you saying that in each one.
In all fairness, I never go back and say that something was still the best game ever. They just are so good at consecutively making the best game ever come out. So this one, I've been playing quite a bit, and it's fun. It is a lot of fun.
You're pretty good at it.
I'm decent at it. When I do the walkthrough videos, I'm usually going through it on my first or second attempt on it, and my scores and my playthrough isn't that good. But then I go home and I play through the level again, and I'm like hitting the leaderboard. I think I'm in the top 100 on one of those levels. I don't know because I can only judge by the top 10. I'm too lazy to scroll through and find my name. But like on one of the levels I just beat, the top score is like 380,000, and I had like 290,000. I'd say maybe I'm 11, number 11 in the world.
Yeah, you had me up until you said number 11 in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I didn't actually go to see what was.
I bet you're more like number 47.
Ooh.
That's his name, his agent name or whatever.
The barcode.
What's your favorite kill that you've seen so far?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, probably the ice cream truck that I watched from you.
That doesn't
actually
count.
Played?
That doesn't count.
That one actually played?
Yeah, you've actually played, and that's an Easter egg. I felt like that was fun, but that's not like a real kill.
So killing the pig doesn't count either?
That's still an Easter egg. That doesn't really count.
That was cool.
I liked poisoning the guy in the middle of Chinatown.
Yeah.
That was cool.
My favorite is getting all the... There's a couple situations where you get gasoline around everybody, and there's two... I guess my favorite was sad. There's this one level where you're in a town.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah, spoiler alert, there's a town somewhere, and if you get the gasoline everywhere and throw a remote bomb, it blows up the thing and kills the guy you want to. But then there's a chain explosion of all these cars, and I killed probably half of this small town. It was bad. It just kept going, bodies flying in the air.
Oh, no, that almost reminds me. No, not really reminds me.
What do you mean,
I just-
almost? Obviously, it was enough to make you think of whatever you're about to say.
While you were saying that, I zoned out and thought of my own favorite kill. And yeah, during the level where you're in disguise, or you're using the train to escape, and there's police everywhere, and you're in disguise, and you have to wait 30 seconds for the train to arrive.
Yeah.
And so the train's arriving, 10 seconds, all of a sudden my disguise is blown, and they're all after me. They see through my disguise. They're about to arrest me. I do a fake arrest. Guy comes over. I knock him out. I take a human hostage, and then I just aim at everyone. Everyone's ducking down, and then I just back into the train.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It was pretty cool.
Zach, what about you? What's your favorite? You didn't play the actual game very much, but you did a lot of the sniper challenges.
Yeah, I have fun shooting people in the face.
Is that pretty much the only kills you can get?
Well, I mean, there's like environmental ones. There's one in the sniper challenge that's probably the most fun, is when you shoot the elevator like electric box, it opens, and the guy's like, "Oh, what's that?" So he peeks over, and then you just shoot him in the head, and he just goes right down the elevator shaft.
Nice.
And then a bartender walks over, and she's like, "Curious." All right, and then walks away. That's the most fun, is once you have the elevator doors open, is trying to get the other like agents that walk by it. You shoot them, and then they drop dead, but they're not going to fall down the pit. So then you just start shooting their dead body, and you start shoving it.
Oh, that works?
Yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
hilarious to do that in front of a bunch of people.
Oh, fun times. Hitman Absolution, great game. Go check it out. What else is going on?
Well, I would say the entire Steam sale was pretty amazing. I've tripled my game collection, and I guess we could announce this. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows. You guys just told me the Humble Bundle for THQ is out.
Pay what you want.
Lots of games.
7 games.
7 games. If you pay more than $5.50 right now, you get Saints Row the Third, which alone is worth, I'd say, $6.
Wow! Look at that glowing endorsement from
Yeah.
James Heaney. Saints Row the Third is worth $6.
At least. I'm just saying. I don't want to overblow it, but I know that it's worth $6. But you also get Darksiders.
I would say each of those games individually are worth $6.
Yeah. Metro 2013.
33.
Yeah, that one too. You can get them both.
What else is there, James?
But Company of Heroes, Part 2, and the expansion sets.
I don't think it's part 2. I don't
Is it
think
just the first one?
it's the first one. Company of Heroes 2 is coming out later this year.
That
Or
would be a
later
great deal
next
if
year.
you could get like a pre-sale on something that's not out yet. So, what's going on with THQ?
They're
Being on the stock market, being in the stock market, I own stock in THQ. They are fucked. That is the nicest way to say it. I constantly look at my stock portfolio, and I'm just like, wow, worst investment of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
I like THQ.
I love THQ.
games.
Back in the day,
It's
Red
sad.
Faction and stuff. It is sad.
it's sad because they do make great games.
Yeah.
They also make a lot of really shitty games.
What are the worst games they've made?
They do a lot of like licensed Nickelodeon games.
That was pretty much their downfall, I think.
They
had so much licensed property that it was just...
I think the biggest issue was that they put all these hopes into the UDraw tablet, which was for the Wii,
that too.
and they
Right.
just
What
happened with
whoa!
that?
People don't really want a tablet on their Wii.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't they just come out with the Wii U tablet?
No, that's like
That's
different.
That's different. That's
that's
different.
different. This is a drawing tablet, like
What is
for
the other one?
Photoshop, but it's on the Wii.
I think the fact that it was on a Wii is the real problem. I don't know if it's the tablet, because I would love a tablet for my PlayStation. I would love a tablet for my anything except for my Wii.
You may not get that tablet for your PlayStation, but you'll get that awesome storybook game that's coming to PlayStation, right?
That
What
looks
is-
pretty cool, actually.
Really?
I haven't heard of
If
this.
I was a father with kids, I would love to play that with my children.
What is the game? I don't know what you're talking about.
There's like a Harry Potter thing and just some other interactive stories.
And it's a
There's
book.
it's a book that has like pop-up stuff on the TV, and you can interact with it.
It's gonna go the same way that tablet did that THQ made. That is not gonna
Well, it's possible.
Terrible.
It's possible.
You heard it here.
Another glowing endorsement from one of the game front.
He'll tell you what you should buy. I'll tell you what you shouldn't buy.
And I'm going to buy them both and love it. I mean, there's not enough time in my day to be upset about stuff.
We should also probably talk about the Scribblenauts show.
Ooh.
We're starting that up. You guys asked for it. You watched the first video. You liked it a lot. So I think we're gonna make that a weekly thing, right?
Yeah, I just realized something.
What did you realize?
That's the best game ever. I didn't realize it. I had completely forgotten about it because I've only played it with you. And I think you've been controlling it because you can type. And all I do is...
I can also spell.
Mash. You don't type,
Yeah.
you mash.
I mash. I spam buttons like, oh, quick, there's a problem! What, the letters S, A, and D didn't work over and over? Sad.
I was about to say, did you spell that?
I made that word up. S-A-D.
Every morning, it's how I feel.
Yeah, Scribblenauts is awesome. Have you gotten a chance to see it, Zach?
Just what you guys played. And the fact that it came up with Abraham Lincoln, and you made a creepy guy in a van to appease a lonely girl was impressive. That game is
pretty good.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. The second time we played it, it didn't impress me as much because it didn't have rolling papers, which I thought was a pretty normal thing to have.
And I apparently am really lame because I did not catch that reference.
I don't understand how you don't know what rolling papers are.
I know what that is. It's just I was so into the game, I didn't think you would make
Were
a
you thinking,
marijuana
like-
reference while we were playing a wholesome game like
Yeah,
Scribblenauts.
what is it rated? E?
I'm pretty sure it's E.
Okay, yeah. So then there's no way it's gonna have anything to do with alcohol or
No, you
smoking.
can't even put in alcohol or beer or whiskey, any of that stuff.
Can
Is
you... It just doesn't make sense to me because, first of all, rolling papers are just a method of getting a medicine out to a person. I can't believe that if you type medicine, does it show up?
I don't know.
Hope
I
not.
guess so.
I'll be offended if it does.
We'll try that out next time.
What'll be great is if you type in medicine and hits enjoy.
One thing that is funny, little nod to Valve, if you type in lie, gives you a cake.
Nice.
That's cool. I like that. What I thought when I watched your guys play through that was really cool is you typed in journalist for someone who wanted a superhero sidekick or whatever, and then you put it in the phone booth and he came out, he looked like Superman pretty much, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was because you chose journalist he came out like Superman, or was it just going to look like that no matter what?
I think it would probably look like that no matter what, to be honest.
So you could have been creepy guy in a van, put him in
You
there.
probably could have.
Came
He
out as
would have
Superman.
become Superman.
This is kind of a side note. On Monday night, I was at a show at the theater, and this guy showed up, and he had this giant birthday cake. And I was like, oh, is it your birthday? He's like, no, it was like 2 weeks ago, but my friend said he couldn't make it to my party, and he had a cake, and he just gave it to me today. And I was like, did you think the cake was a lie the whole time? And he's like, no. No, I was pretty sure it was there. I was like, get it? Cake is a lie? And then I tried to explain it, and he just pretty much walked away while I was saying, like, it's like Portal. Oh, never mind.
So he was walking around with a 2-week-old cake.
It was in a freezer, he said, and it didn't look good. The cake generally had a good shape to it, but
Was it the gelatin coating it had over it or
No.
something like that?
you know like the sugar crystals that you put on? They had all like melted and turned gray.
Oh.
But he said that it was just from being frozen, which I didn't have any of that cake.
This is how the zombie apocalypse started.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how the Game Front update ends. So thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like,
Comment.
And
subscribe! Oh, and watch!
Pyrotechnic applause. What were you gonna say?
Watch the live stream tomorrow.
Yeah, watch
3
live
o'clock.
stream tomorrow.
3 p.m. PST, 6 o'clock EST. Don't know what time it's gonna be if you're in Japan or Malaysia.